At the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So there's whole new phases that are going to start in your love life. Okay, this is a beautiful card. It talks about just kind of letting everything go from the past. And again, we're talking about eclipsing stuff out and eclipsing stuff back in. Okay, letting everything go from the past, not worrying about it. It is what it is. I'm not going to be heartbroken, whatever. It's just, we're going to, you know, everything's going to be just on good terms now and moving forward. Happily. Excited about what's next. So in your love life, there could be some endings and some beginnings. Or at least the excitement of a new beginning. Hold on. There we go. That's better. So, and we can see that right off of the bat. First of all, we have the Knight of Swords as your primary energy, as your central energy. Capricorns, this is, first of all, let's see. We have swords. You're very possibly dealing with a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have a very rash energy as your central energy for the month. Things are going to be said. Things are going to be tried to be fixed. There could be anger. There could be brashness. Okay, this is a very quick moving knight. He doesn't think through things, which is ironic because the swords are usually, they are ruled by their thoughts and their ideas and their mind, and they usually think through things very clearly. They're usually extremely analytical. But when they get overly emotional, they can act like crazy, okay? They can be very detached from their emotions. That's why they're so logical and analytical. But when tempers flare, this guy is going to act like a crazy person, like trying to swoop in, trying to fix stuff, or trying to break stuff, okay? In this scenario, in this card, he's actually like, oh, the house is burning down, i.e. the relationship is burning down. I've got to rush in, I've got to fix it. It's only up to me, okay? Crazy energy. Actually, in all the tarot, this is the one, in all the tarot cards, this is the only one that can be, it doesn't have to be, can be considered an actual dangerous card because this person is not thinking clearly. We do have an ending here. Something is breaking down and you're going to be hurt by it, or your partner is going to be hurt by it. Okay? The swords, again, represent thoughts and ideas. So mentally, they're going to be in this place of feeling bitter, hurt, cold, frustrated, scared, angry, sad, okay? But what I really like about this card is that usually the swords are still stuck in the person's back and he's like bleeding out on the ground saying, how is my life so bad? I don't know what to do. But in this deck, he's depicted as getting up and walking away. So yeah, it's like he's recognizing this pain and this suffering. But then, just like in eclipse season, he's like, that sucked, but I'm going to have to just move on and go get what I want or move towards something that I want. So a good energy, but in the same realm though, it's like maybe this person, you or your partner, is upset that the other person just got up and walked away so quickly. So what this is going to do is it's going to cause barriers to come down very quickly. Maybe there were barriers up in your relationship. Maybe there was lack of communication, lack of action, lack of showing that you care. And this I'm kind of sensing, you know, when you have those arguments where it's like, I care about you more. No, I care about you more. You don't show me you care. I'm kind of sensing that's this. So there's like this defensive aspect to this card. Okay, I'm not letting you in my house until you prove you care. We have to fight through this. You have to show me. But it's reversed. So whatever causes this, two things. One person could go berserk and the other person could really open up, or it could just cause the energy in the relationship or both of you to say, okay, this really sucks and I know we're kind of acting crazy right now. Let's calm down because I know we have this decision we have to make. We've got to talk about this. We know this. There has to be a conversation. We know. It's not going to be pleasant. It's going to be emotional. There's all this water here. Okay, all these crashing waves. We have the moon. It's like, is somebody deceiving me? There's stuff I don't know. We've got to sort this out. We have to make a decision. But in the meantime, we're just going to, before we do this, we're going to allow ourselves to calm down, open up a little bit, and we'll hold off on this decision for right now. But it's almost like because of this, one person doesn't like that answer. And they're feeling really defeated. If you're dealing with the fire sign, they're going to be feeling really defeated. You could be feeling really defeated. And again, in response to that feeling, rash behavior that's not thought out well. So then we have the Emperor card. It's almost as if there's this right after this breakup or right after this argument or this fight or this separation or something. There's like one person's really opening up or trying to, or there's this need for it. There's not an equal response by the other partner. One person's angry, one and really hurt, but there's this need for self-control on both parties. And maybe this is the fiery energy. It's like this is the card of Aries. There's this need for emotional control, self-control. The Emperor, he's completely in charge of his life. He knows where he's going. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants to do. He's taking action. He's not afraid of it. He's working tirelessly. Okay, very, very positive and optimistic too. But knows there's work that has to go into it. Okay, but also owning it, being accountable for it, and taking responsibility. So there's this rushing in of feelings, maybe during this eclipsing out, and then Mercury goes retrograde, and then there's like kind of this reanalysis of, oh, it's not the other person's fault all the time. It's both of our faults. Or I know we haven't talked about this yet, but I need to at least stand up and take responsibility for my side of it. Okay, and this could be either you or your partner or love interest thinking this way. There's still hurt feelings. Yes, we have the Nine of Swords. There's still hurt feelings. There's still sadness. But again, with this card, these are thoughts and ideas. So yes, one person might be staying up all night and not eating and having insomnia and crying all night. But at the same time, those thoughts are being created in that person's mind. And yes, they're kind of reminiscing of this past and feeling like a failure. However, those are their own thoughts. They're doing this to themselves, either you or your partner. This mentality can be changed. And then it kind of is. It's almost as if there's this realization, back to the Fool card, there's this realization that maybe I just need to let all this go and work towards moving through life, moving into other scenarios or dating scenarios to get what I want. And then also kind of just letting go all of this. And then we have the Magician card. So you have the Fool and the Magician and the Emperor taking charge and being accountable. The Magician, okay, this is the card of manifestation. It's starting a new phase. Starting a new phase, jumping off that cliff. Okay? Obviously not literally jumping off the cliff, but just going on a new journey, excited, not caring what's around the next corner, just going and working towards actually start manifesting what you or your partner wants in your love life. So there's all this hurt, then there's this realization of accountability. There's still sadness, but in answer to that, to counteract that, there's also this realization that, hey, I can change this. Doesn't mean I have to get back with my partner, but it means I can change my attitude, I can change my outlook, I can change my actions and my communication to everybody else moving forward. Yes, this is a crappy situation. I don't feel happy. This is not emotional fulfillment. Obviously not. If one person's acting crazy and there's an ending, yeah, it's not fun. There's huge decisions to make, but you gotta wait until the other person calms down, and it's gonna take a while. But being open and receptive and allowing and understanding that they're gonna freak out and just give it time, it's okay. We can kind of come back and at least try to get on an even playing field or a warmer communication style at a later point in the future. So in the meantime, while they're doing this, I'm gonna just kind of go along my merry way and try to manifest what I want, because that's the only thing I can do. I can sit here and feel like a failure, or I can try to be accountable and take responsibility for my life. That is pulling this energy towards you. Okay? All right. Okay, the card at the bottom of this deck is the King of Swords. It kind of goes, the King of Swords reversed kind of is the same essence of the Fool card, because he's so logical and analytical and calculating and strategizing. He's always strategizing, right? He's depicted here as a chess player, so he's always thinking how to be a couple steps ahead of his partner or his opponent or whoever he's dealing with. But reversed, maybe not being so strategic, maybe allowing things to be organic, but it also can mean extremely manipulative, calculating and strategizing for the purpose of being manipulative. So again, we're falling back into this energy. This person is not happy. They may try some manipulation tactics on you. And it kind of clarifies that you are like, this is over, and maybe I shouldn't be sad because maybe they might be a little nuts. And maybe I'm realizing that because of that, it's just not going to be a love situation. I don't have to feel bad about myself because of what they're telling me, okay? They might really start getting confidence back in their life too. Because again, time heals wounds, right? I mean, so as they go through this, as the second eclipse approaches, even though they're acting nuts, they might be acting manipulative, they might start rebuilding all that confidence that they originally had when you first met them. The love might be gone, but at least with this card, they're showing they or you or whomever is you're dealing with in this scenario, they are going to be at least showing that they're taking the right steps to be accountable for their own life. And then we have the Ace of Swords. So there is going to be extreme clarity. We have the Ace of Swords and the Two of Swords. When you guys have this conversation or talk or decide it's time to make the decision, there will be a very clear ending or a beginning. The aces always represent beginnings, but again, it's sword, so it's very cutting. It's cutting something in or cutting something out to allow something in. It's extreme clarity. So I'm really sensing that this relationship is you're going to have these clear answers of, yeah, this person needs to not be in my life. Okay. Now, if you're in a committed bond or a marriage, this doesn't mean that you're going to be divorced. We don't have the Hierophant reversed. We don't have Judgment reversed. This is just like there's a culmination of energy that's going to be pinpointed, and you guys are going to have to work through it. One person's going to be a little bit more stable than the other person. Okay, one person's going to be angry and sad and upset and maybe try to be a little bit manipulative, and the other person isn't. So you just have to allow that time to filter that out. You guys will come to an agreement. There will be clarity put on the situation. But this, again, when I talk about these scenarios, sometimes it doesn't have to be things to the extreme, because not everybody's like this dastardly evil person that's cheating and the relationship's just over, right? This could be the end to a major argument that you guys have had as you work through this Mercury retrograde and all these eclipses. Tempers are going to flare, and as you pass through time, decisions will be made, conversations will be had, confidence will be regained. There might be some manipulation tactics, but there will be clarity at the end of it. Three of Wands reversed. So you're gonna, and I'm really sensing as you approach the second eclipse, there's going to be answers quickly. You're not going to be having to wait, quote unquote, wait for your ships to come in. They're going to be coming in. You're going to know that, again, back to this clarity, you're going to know that it's going to have one sort of resolution or the other. Page of Cups reversed. Again, this person's going to be very emotional. This is kind of talking to you to respond to this. Keep conversation practical, not emotional. Page of Cups, fun-loving, happy, emotional conversation, willing to be there for assistance, you know, kind of involved in the conversation a lot. But I was telling somebody else, I can't remember what sign, if you look at where he is, he's standing in kind of a really deep canyon. And what happens when spring water comes out of the mountain is that's water that's been from the snow and from the rain like hundreds of years ago sometimes. It takes hundreds of years sometimes for water to filter through these rocks and to be cleansed by the earth. So what this is really depicting here is that this water needs to be, this communication, even if it is somewhat emotional, it has to be purified and filtered. Okay, it's not going to be communication that's emotional in response to what they're doing right now. This is communication that has been thought about and clearly communicated from a very wholesome emotional place. Okay, it's not reactionary. Let the emotion filter. Give it time before things are said. That's going to be really important. Okay. Oh crap, I can't remember if this is reversed. I think this was reversed, but what this being reversed is saying is, yes, definitely let that filter out. And when you do communicate, it needs to be on a practical level, a slower level. Make sure it's not so emotional. Again, not so reactive. It can be warm and loving communication, but it also is going to have to be very, very practical and very slow. Because again, the Five of Swords, like this is a lose-lose situation. This is somebody that's kind of trying to get away with stuff. It's a little bit of manipulation. And if you can see this looming red figure here that's making these other people cower, it just kind of comes in line with this really, really, really manipulative energy. Okay? Not good. Hanged Man. You're going to get your answers. They're going to come quickly. They're going to be clear. Emotion might be cut out of it. And you're not going to be hanging around waiting for answers. You're going to have them. You're going to be able to make choices. 10 of Wands. Don't get overly involved. Step back. And you know what? You know what, Capricorns? You actually do this very well. So I'm not too worried about it because you can really, you know how to manage yourself, your emotions, your activities. So you're not going to allow yourself to get overly involved. You're going to kind of step back a little bit. You'll feel beat up. You're definitely going to feel beat up. They might feel beat up also. But stepping back from all of that highly energetic, highly emotional energy through the rest of the month is going to be the smartest thing to do. Okay. What are the high-level advice and guidance messages for Capricorn's love life? King of Pentacles reversed, the Tower, yes, 8 of Cups. Somebody's walking away, something's breaking down. It can be breaking down for the purpose of rebuilding, but we won't know that yet. We gotta wait until September. Let's talk about, wait till we get into your weekly readings, because something's breaking down, somebody's walking away, and it's definitely gonna be impacting you, Capricorns, because this is you, turned upside down. So it's going to be impacting you. You're gonna kind of feel a loss of stability. But give it time. Don't be reactionary during this time. Give this time. Get through these eclipses. Let's get through Mercury retrograde. And then we'll see what happens in your September reading. And watch your weekly readings because energies can change, right? Okay, thank you so much, Capricorn. I want to say I hope you enjoyed that, but I'm pretty sure you didn't unless you're cross-watching. But anyways, stay tuned. Be sure to watch your 6-month love overview also, because that will also offer some clarity. And thanks so much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.